Welcome back, everybody, for week 7 of the Frontiers Doubles League. We got an expert matchup here tonight on a Monday night. A little bit weird for us. We got the Penguins and the Huskies. Tonight in the casting booth, you got me, Hawkish, and you got Tubby Boy for his first cast. How you feeling tonight, Tubby Boy?
Good, Hawkish. How are you?
Doing all right. It's got a pretty solid matchup here. We got the 4-2 Penguins versus the 4-2 Huskies. You got the Penguins at 15-13 in their win-loss, and you got the Huskies at 14-13. So it's a pretty close matchup, a good goal differential, but you do have 2 14s running for the Penguins and 16-14 for the Huskies. So it's going to be real interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game here. A lot of playoff implications on the line here. Whichever team that comes out of this is definitely looking really good as far as securing a spot in the playoffs. It's a really close league right now, so I'm really excited to watch what goes down. It's going to be some good action.
All right, let's get it going. Got Mockhyy here winning the first touch. This might be a goal to start, but Hermod is there for the save. Michael is going to try to put it back on goal, but there is HyperCoder right there on the clutch save. Michael is going to try to put it up for Mockhyy. He's just off there on the shot. Hermod's going to try to take it off the wall here. Now Hermod's going to get the pass over to HyperCoder. HyperCoder is going to try to get a shot on. He unfortunately does not. Michael is going to try to put it up for Mockhyy. Hermod is there for the clear. He's going to try to get it around here. Michael just try to get it past him, but HyperCoder is there. Maybe he can still make a play on this. Michael now is going to try to push it up, but Hermod is there. He's going to try to make a play here on Mockhyy. Can he beat him here with the dribble? And he cannot. Mockhyy is there. Nice pressure. Now he's going to try to take it back for the Penguins offense. He does have a light touch here, but it's not the ideal touch for Mockhyy. HyperCoder is going to try to get a nice move here, but Michael is there to meet him in the sky. So now, and then Michael gets a shot. Oh, and it's just off. So unfortunate for them. Hermod is going to try to take this around and try to put it back on offense. But Michael with a good demo, but oh no, you hate to see it. So unfortunate. The own goal here by Mockhyy. Hey, maybe the confidence ain't there tonight.
Yeah, you know what they say. We take those.
Absolutely. It's a weird way to start, but now let's see what happens going forward. Michael now with the touch. He's going to try to keep it up. Hermod does not get a good touch on him, and Michael gets a shot off. HyperCoder is there for the clear. Mockhyy does put it back into play. He's going to try to get the pass off. He does, and
exchanging own goals here.
What are we watching? 2 own goals from both sides, and it's not something I was expecting when this game started.
This is what we call Miller ball right here. Own goals everywhere.
Absolutely. It seems like Miller ball's in action tonight. We got all the own goals, and they give it, and they take it away. And Michael is going to try to maybe put one for the offense this time. Hermod is there. Unfortunately, he does not get it. Mockhy's going to try to clear this. He does get the touch here, and he does get it on HyperCoder, but Hermod is there to meet him. You got Michael who's going to try to put it on offense. He does get it around him, but HyperCoder is there for it. Hermod is going to try to put it on target. No, he just stopped here, maybe hesitating a little bit too much. Had a bad handle on it. Now Mockhyy is going to try to handle this on the wall. He does get the pass off to Michael. He's going to get the shot, and he gets the score here. Michael for the Penguins, 2-1 now with 2:58 left.
Solid passing play there. Mockhyy slowed it down, passed it over to Michael. Michael banged it. Tough shot for Hyper. He was turned around there, but it was a good attempt. Penguins up 2-1.
Absolutely. Now let's see if the Huskies can retaliate this time. There weren't no own goals on that one, so hopefully we can stop seeing that going forward. But we will see what happens here. Hermod is going to try to dribble this on his own wall. He does get it around Michael. Mockhyy is going to try to get the shot off. He does get it. Can anyone get there? No, they cannot. Michael makes it 3-1 for the Penguins.
Penguins coming out here early with the team plays here. Just good coordination and good communication coming out. Probably just playing a little better than the Huskies are right now. This is Hermod's and Hyper's first game together, so it is expected to be a little rust in the first game.
Absolutely. It is unfortunate there. Hermod did get the bump, but Mockhyy gets a touch around him and setting up Michael for the score. Now let's see if the Huskies come back here. Right now the Huskies aren't looking too hot, seeming to be the better team on the stat sheet, but it's not looking like that so far. Mockhyy is going to try to dribble this around. HyperCoder does get it away from him. He does get the double touch here. He's going to get it to Hermod. He's going to try to take a shot here, and he does! And HyperCoder with the shot, cutting the deficit down to 1, 2-3 with 2:20 left.
Yeah, it's a good touch off the wall here. It's a little a little dribble back to himself, puts it in the far corner. Hard for the defense to get back there. Mockhyy just probably went a little too wide there on that cutback, but it's a good goal by Hyper.
Yes, sir. And now we got the Huskies going to try to keep it up going, but Mockhyy is there to stop him on the 50. HyperCoder is going to win the 50 here. Can Michael get this? He does get bumped here by Mockhyy, but Hermod is there for the clear. Mockhyy is going to try to get this around Hermod. He does hesitate here, unfortunately, but he does get the 50 here. Michael is going to try to take a shot here. He does put it a little bit over. Hermod is going to handle this on the wall. Michael might be going for a demo here. He does not, but Hermod gets a shot off Mockhyy out of position, but he does get it. And then HyperCoder unfortunately misses the clutch shot, but Hermod does have another shot at it. Oh, the fakes! But unfortunately, it's not quite enough for Hermod. Now the
good attempt there by Hermod.
Absolutely, it was a good attempt. Now the Penguins are going to try to put it back. Hermod is there for the clear. Mockhyy is going to try to dribble this on the wall. He does have a weird touch here, but he does get it around Hermod. He's going to try to get the pass off. He does get it around him, but HyperCoder is there for the clear. HyperCoder is going to try to get it around Michael. He does. Now he's going to try to make an offensive play here. He's going to try to get the pass off over Mockhyy, but Mockhyy is there for the clear. Now Michael is going to take it back up. The offensive for the Penguins has been solid so far, but the Huskies have been playing better defense as of late. Now we're going to see if and there is the demo by Hermod, and Hermod scores to tie the game. So I was saying the defense leading the offense here and getting the demo.
Yes, definitely playing solid. Hermod is a very solid defensive player, and he's very patient with his touches. And right there, he just saw the opportunity to get rid of the goal, and if there's no goalie, it's an easy goal.
Yes, sir. And now we're going to see a tie ballgame with a minute left. Who can overcome each other here? You got the Huskies have been playing a good defensive game. The Penguins have been getting some nice touches, but we're going to see which team can overcome here. Mockhyy trying to get a shot on. HyperCoder is there for the clear. You got Michael putting it back on. Mockhyy does get just right to the ball. He's going to try to clear this. Weird handle on the wall. He does get the touch, but it's not quite enough. Hermod is able to get it from him. He's going to try to pass it here to HyperCoder. Gets the bump, but HyperCoder is not there for the score. Now you got HyperCoder. He's going to try to get the handle on this. Michael with the clutch bump. Oh my God, Michael. Something that he's known for. He loves bumping people, and now he does get the bump to put the Penguins up 4-3 with 26 seconds left.
These are two very aggressive bumping teams. These are teams that both have at least 0.8 more demos than they are demoed.
Yes, sir. And now the Penguins are going to try to keep the handle on this, try to keep the ball away from the Huskies here. But Hermod is going to get a shot here. He does get it. Can they finish here for the tie? Oh, no! They do get the tie. 13 seconds left. What a goal by the Huskies. Unfortunate touch there by Mockhyy, letting Hermod get the opportunity here. Michael just cannot get to this one. And HyperCoder does try to help there, but Hermod with the clutch score to tie this game up. We might have an OT in the first game.
Let's see it.
And there's Michael. He might win this. He might have something else to say about this. Michael does go for it, but he doesn't get it. Mockhy's going to try to keep it up for the Penguins. HyperCoder does beat him on this 50. It looks like we're going to have the overtime in that first game. What a matchup to start so far.
What a match. We're definitely seeing 4-2 teams showing off why they are indeed 4-2 and right in that playoff contention here. Both teams playing well, both teams bringing out dunk plays. What a dunk by Michael. What a dunk.
What a score here by Michael, coming in the clutch for the Penguins, putting it on HyperCoder, getting the dunk. What a clutch way to end this first one, and we're wrapping this up. Now we got the Penguins taking that first game 1-0 to take an early lead, maybe considered the underdogs in this matchup considering who the lineups are. But Michael putting on his carry pants, 4 goals, 7 shots. Mockhyy doing his part and helping support him with the 2 assists and the 3 saves and 1 goal himself. The Huskies did a great job. There was just not quite enough of them.
Yeah, fantastic job here. I think you're definitely seeing Hermod just trying to adjust to Hyper here. I think that's why you see a lot more activity from Hyper here than you do Hermod. He's got the 3 goals, but nothing else. I feel like Hyper is definitely, trying to be the aggressor, and Hermod's really just trying to play off of him. As far as the Penguin goes, I'm seeing a lot of great team plays going on out there, a lot of bump plays. It seems like they have great communications. One thing I love about Expert League, and this is probably the biggest difference between Expert and Origin when you're getting up here, is the way they can play the ball off the back wall. It's great to see how they're playing the ball off the back wall. You don't really see it in Origin League except for the people at the top, like, you know, Mopal and Tuxedo and Prel. But, you know, this is the thing that really separates it. And if young players really want to get better and want to move up to Expert League, I think they really need to focus on their back wall defenses because it is very key in this game. And Expert League is showing a great showing today on how to play back wall defense.
Good insight there, Tubby Boy. And now we're going to start the second matchup. We're going to hope that we're going to get the same kind of exciting action that we got in that first match. But let's start this kickoff and see how this goes in round 2.
Excited. It was a great game 1. Let's hope we get another great game 2.
Yes, sir. And then we got the kickoff. HyperCoder does beat him to this one, but Michael is there. He's going to try to put the ball again, already trying to get a score on these guys. And when they miss, can Mockhyy get to it? Oh, the Huskies get lucky on that save. That should have been a score for the Penguins, but Mockhyy just was not ready for them to miss like that. Now there's Mockhyy getting the handle on this. He's going to try to get it around HyperCoder. He's not quite able to do it. Michael is going to get the dribble here. He's going to try to get it around, but HyperCoder does get the handle here. Now Michael is going to try to get back on defense to try to get this ball away from the Huskies. And Hermod here with the handle. Well, he gets a weird touch there. And now Mockhyy is going to try to beat HyperCoder. HyperCoder does get it around him. I think Michael there putting it back to the Penguins side. Now the Penguins need to get back on defense. They do get the ball around there, but on the Huskies, you got Mockhyy here. He's going to try to pass this up. Hermod is there. Can Michael beat him? He does get the flick around Michael here, but Mockhyy is back. He's going to try to clear this ball. HyperCoder is here for the save. Now you got HyperCoder. He's going to try to get the pass off. He's not able to get a good pass on the flick here, but he does beat him on this 50. Hermod not quite ready for it. Now you got Michael going back for the Penguins offensive. He's going to try to get the shot on. Not quite on target there with that shot. Mockhyy is going to try to keep the ball up for the Penguins. And you got the Huskies. They did get the handle on it. He does win the 50 here. HyperCoder is going to try to get to this. Mockhyy is not quite ready for it, but HyperCoder does stay at the midfield. Mockhyy beats him here. Hermod is back there, though, to save the Huskies, but Michael beats him on the 50. Can Hermod get to it? Seems like a pass back to the Penguins, but Michael is unable to handle that pass. Now Mockhyy is going to try to put it back up, staying aggressive on the offensive front. Michael here is just maybe gets a handle here. He does get it around him, but HyperCoder is there. He does go for the bump here. Does get him out of position, but HyperCoder gets a shot.
What a
HyperCoder with the
shot.
amazing recovery here to get this shot off. You see Michael here tries to go for the demo. Unfortunately, misses it. Mockhyy not ready for that and gets a and then HyperCoder gets a shot off for the Huskies for the 1-0 lead.
I mean, HyperCoder is definitely not looking like the lowest salary player in this lobby right now. He's really carrying right now for the Huskies. I would like to see Hermod step up, maybe take a little bit more control here, being the highest man in the salary.
Absolutely. You would like to see a little bit more from Hermod. He is, as you said, the highest salary player in this game, but sometimes higher salary does not result in better play. We've seen it right now from the Penguins. Michael with the clutch demo, but Mockhyy is unable to land the flick. He does bump him out of the way. Michael is going to try to put it back on. He's unable to get it. Mockhyy is going to try to keep it up for the Penguins, keeping the aggression going. He's unable to get it. He's going to try to get in the way of Hermod. He does. Michael does beat him here for the 50. And now Michael is going to try to keep the aggressiveness going for the Penguins. Mockhyy is going to take a shot here. He does. But
What a save by Hyper.
For the save. And the Huskies survived that offensive attack, but Michael is not quite done here. He does get the pass off over to Mockhyy, and Mockhyy is not quite ready for it. HyperCoder does get a handle on it. He gets the clear here. Now HyperCoder is going to try to stay up. He does get the backflip here. Unfortunate for him here, but Hermod is there. He's going to try to stay up. Oh, but the clutch bump there by Mockhyy gets Hermod out of position. Now Michael is going to try to do something with the ball. He does get it around him. Can Michael finish his score? Mockhyy does. Michael with a great pass to Mockhyy. HyperCoder just not ready for that pass, and now the Penguins have tied it up.
Yes, this was a lot of this play was formed by the Penguins going back in on defense. They were bumping, and it caused them to have slow rotations back on defense, giving them an easy open net after they beat one.
And yes, sir. Now we're gonna see can the Penguins keep it going. He does get the clear here. Nice clear there by Mockhyy. Michael does get the 50 here. Mockhy's gonna try to put it on. Hermod is not quite there, but it is off to the left. Now HyperCoder is going to try to put a shot on here. He does get the air dribble, but he doesn't maybe get the touch that he was looking for. Michael here is going to try to clear it. Mockhyy does get it around Hermod. Hermod not quite able to handle it. Mockhyy goes for the fake. I think he might be trying to lay it up for Michael. He does try to keep dribbling it. Now Michael is going to try to take a shot here, but there is Hermod with a great save. Mockhyy is going to take another shot on goal, but it's just off. Michael goes for it. Mockhyy did have the demo, but unfortunately cannot get the shot there for Michael. Now Michael is going to try to keep the aggressiveness. The Penguins have been very aggressive on the second game, getting lots and lots of shots off. The Huskies are going to have to do something to get the ball away from the Penguins.
They're doing a great job of stealing boosts from the Huskies on their half. I see Hermod running around with very low boost a lot of the times, and it's very hard to make good, strong clears whenever you don't have any boost. And Hermod is a very tactical player. He loves to dribble, and it's really hard to get around people when you have no boost. What a fantastic goal by the Penguins.
Yes, sir. And there is Michael. They did have the double commit here, but Michael is ever to finish. Hermod had an awkward touch here to lead to the Penguins scoring, and now 2-1 with 33 seconds left. Do the Huskies have enough to come back?
That would be the second time that the Huskies have gotten caught with their defender going straight backwards towards the net, which makes a very hard save. You're not going to get a lot of power when your guy has to go back and turn around to make the save, which makes it a very easy drop-off goal for the second player to finish. It was a very good play by the Penguins right there.
Absolutely, and now you got to see, can the Huskies do it? They have been known recently to be very inaccurate with their shots. They did show that last week in their expert matchup. They kept hitting the crossbar in the side, in the post. Let's see if they can try to score here. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're going to have enough time. They're going to try to get one last shot at this. Hermod tries to get it around him, but he's unable to get the float here. And now the Penguins, will they get the sweep on the Huskies?
This has been a very good series. Very close games. A lot of good defense going on here. I just feel like the Penguins have been more aggressive here, putting the pressure on the Huskies. As you can see, Penguins with 7 shots, Huskies with only 1. That cannot happen if you want to have a competitive game here. All right, you need to be peppering their shot with goals. I would like to see the Huskies be more aggressive, more bump plays, more attempts to steal their boost and boost drain them. All around, I just see a lot of Hyper just doing a lot of the chasing. A lot of Hermod just kind of be stuck in the middle in front of his goal with very low boost. I need to see Hermod manage his boost a little bit better here if the Huskies want to have a chance to get back in this game.
Absolutely, and now you see a key stat to look at: 0 shots for Hermod. He just didn't seem to be very aggressive. It might be just more fitting to his style, staying up on defense. But right now, if the Huskies want to come back in this one, he's going to have to show a little bit more aggression. Because right now, HyperCoder can't do it all by himself. He only had 1 shot on target. The Penguins have been playing very solid defense on the Huskies. And we'll see how this third matchup go. And do the Penguins get the sweep here? Let's watch, guys.
We have to remember, this is Hermod and Hyper's first game together, and it's very clear which team has chemistry here and which team is struggling with chemistry. The Huskies just always seem to be one step behind each other, not really knowing exactly what each other is thinking.
Yes, sir. And now we got the third match coming. Now let's see. Hermod does win the first, but he does miss here. Now Mockhyy is going to try to dribble this. He's going to try to get the flicker on HyperCoder, but HyperCoder is unable to get it quite there. Now Michael just get it back onto the Huskies side. He's going to try to keep it going, but HyperCoder is there to meet him. You got Mockhyy trying to win this 50. He does, but Hermod is there for the clear. Right now, Hermod does get it around him, but Michael is there to meet him. HyperCoder is going to try to keep it up, but Michael does get the demo here. Clutch demo to keep it away from the Huskies, but Hermod is not done here. Hermod with a great 50 and scores it. What a play by Hermod.
Yes, I love the aggression here. I love when you attack their corner. His teammate just got demoed, so it's definitely going to be back there. So Hermod turned around and made a great challenge. He knew that he was going to have help in the back, so we didn't have to worry about it. That's the aggression I want to see out of these Huskies if they're going to make a comeback in this series. Excuse me.
Yes, and as we've been talking about Hermod, wanting to see a little bit more out of him, you got Hermod now showing that he can put a little bit more effort from the offensive side with the clutch score there. Now, can he keep it going with the rest of this match? Because right now, the Penguins have been the more in-sync team. Let's see where this goes. And there's HyperCoder tries to beat him there. Hermod does get the clear here. Mockhyy and Michael do run into each other, maybe giving the Huskies a shot here, but the Huskies were not ready for it. Now you got Michael who's going to try to get the pass off. He does get it around, keeping it on the Huskies side. HyperCoder is going to try to winning here, but Michael wins the 50. You got Mockhyy keeping it up. Hermod meeting him is just ping-ponging back and forth. Michael is unfortunately unable to get to this one. HyperCoder gets the demo, so maybe a 2-on-1 matchup here. Hermod does try to get the 50. They kind of just even out here. Now Mockhyy is going to try to get the dribble here. There's Michael with the shot. Maybe not quite enough here. Hermod is going to try to get the clear. He misses the ball. Right now, awkward touches by both teams, but unfortunately, the Huskies need to get the possession of this to try to get another score. Penguins have shown an ability to score very, very quickly. Now you got Mockhyy here. He's going to try to get it around him. He does. Gets the pass off. Gets the shot. Can he finish? No, he cannot. Mockhyy just missing that last touch there. Michael is going to try to put it back on. He has a good angle on it, but HyperCoder is there for the clear. Mockhyy wins the 50 here, but does nothing with it. Now HyperCoder goes back the other way. You got Mockhyy trying to clear here. He does get the nice touch here. Can he stay on the ball? He's a little bit too high in the air. Michael misses the dribble. What is Michael doing? Michael just goes around the ball and tries to double to try to make up for it. Now he does get the dribble back from the Huskies, but Hermod is there to meet him on the 50. Wins it. Can he make a play here? They all miss. HyperCoder. Oh no, Hermod! And Hermod does score.
Saved it. What a goal. Unfortunate here. I think the communication was a little lacking here. I don't think Hermod meant to, get in the way of Hyper right there, but they did get the goal, and that's all that matters.
At the end of the day, it's all the scores. The only thing that matters, and they did get the score there. Had Hermod missed, it might have been a different story, but he does get it. And now HyperCoder gonna try to put another one on. He just misses. What a great attempt there. Michael with a great save. Now Michael is going to try to clear this. He misses it. Mockhyy not ready for it. Michael does get to this and now Mockhyy is going to attempt to get to it. He does have a weird touch there on the wall. Both teams handling the ball very awkwardly here, but Mockhyy is able to get the clear. Now Hermod is going to try to meet Mockhyy here. He does win the 50, and now Michael is going to try to put it back on, but he does not. HyperCoder gets the shot off, but it's just off. Mockhyy tries to handle this, does win the 50, but not able to get the second touch. And now HyperCoder is going to put a shot on, and HyperCoder with the third goal.
Look at the aggression that the Huskies are putting on this game. The team plays, putting it off the back wall, putting the far defender in a tough position. Hyper comes down the middle with all the momentum. He's beating him. If you look there, HyperCoder is coming down full speed, and the defender, iMichael, was sitting still. Hyper's going to win that challenge every single time. It was a great play by the Huskies right there.
Great insight there, and now we got the Penguins trying to come back here. Can they do it in the last minute and 20 seconds? We're not quite sure. They have been not showing the same aggression that they showed in the first two matches. We don't know if it's the Huskies figuring them out or them just playing a little bit more passive, thinking that they had the game. Mockhyy is known for his overconfidence sometimes, so maybe he's playing a little bit more lax. Let's see if he can put the score on here for the Penguins.
Yes, excuse me. I definitely think that it's a combination of both. I think that the Penguins are starting to feel a little bit too comfortable with their 2-0 lead here, and I feel like the Huskies definitely had to turn it on. I feel like they kind of went in YOLO mode. I mean, what do they have to lose? They're down 2 goals. They're on game point. Oh wow, what a great shot by HyperCoder. They're putting it top corner off the wall here.
HyperCoder with the crazy angle for that score, giving the Huskies a commanding 4-0 lead. I don't think the Penguins have this one, so I do believe, unless a miracle happens, this won't be a sweep by the Penguins.
Quick question here, Hawkins.
Shoot it away, Chubby. Hey, you heard it here first. The reverse sweep, can it happen? If any team can do it, it is the Huskies that have been known to get to Game 5s in the Origin League, but the experts don't like Game 5s at all. But let's see if they're gonna have to do it to get the reverse sweep, but we'll see what happens now. Hermod is gonna try to get this around Mockhyy. Mockhyy is getting it over him, but this game is pretty much over now with the 4-0 victory, barring anything changing. Yes, sir. 4-0 for the Huskies. And now the reverse sweep is on. Can the Huskies finish it out?
I mean, they just need to take it one game at a time here. That was a good first game, but at the start of the next game, the scoreboard says 0-0, and it's a brand new game. They cannot be too confident on this. They've already lost 2 games. They need to keep up the pressure. They cannot relax. They need to play like their hair is on fire. We need to see pressure. We need to see shots. The shots were more even that game. Ideally, I would like to see them putting in more shots, putting in even more pressure. They had 5 saves. Their defense is very good, and we know this. It's been good all the time. They've always had more saves than the Penguins are here. But they need to keep putting on the offensive pressure, because offensive pressure, eventually one of your shots is going to go in.
Absolutely. So now you got to see what we were looking for from the Huskies. Was Hermod trying to turn it on? He did do a lot more in this one. 2 goals, 3 saves, and an assist. So he did a lot more than he had in the first 2. That's the kind of Hermod we were expecting going into this matchup. Hopefully they keep it going, because the Penguins still do not want to get the reverse sweep here, but the Huskies are going to have something to say about that one.
Yes, Hermod with a lot of aggressive challenges that game, and I've played against Hermod. He's very good at aggressive challenges. I think that he just needs to relax and play with it himself, and let the game come to him. And he's really starting to try and figure out Hyper, and I think they're starting to mesh a little bit there, and we saw it in that game.
Absolutely, and it seems that Mockhyy here does go for the car change for this next matchup. Will there be a difference here? Michael with the early score, however, to put the Penguins up early within 5 seconds. What a great shot by Michael. Nice air dribble to get it around Hermod. Great play to start the game.
Yeah, it was a very good air dribble there. Hermod cut in a little bit too much for my liking and came more towards the front of the box, so he had to kind of turn to get himself into an angle where he could even get close, and by the time he got himself turned around to a good angle, it was already past him.
It seems like it, and now the Huskies have to already make the comeback here versus the Penguins. Will the Penguins start turning it up? Michael goes for the straight bump immediately to try to get Huskies out of position. Will they get the shot here? But no, HyperCoder is there for the bicycle save. Very nice save there by him. Now the Huskies are going to have to try to turn this around. Oh, but Michael is there for the demos. He is known to like his demos. And now the Penguins back on the offensive. Mockhy's going to try to get a shot on, but Hermod is there for the save. But Michael puts another shot on. HyperCoder might be just there, but no, Mockhyy is there for the 3rd rebound to finish this out for the Penguins, to give them an early 2-0 lead, not even a minute into the ballgame.
Yeah, unfortunate touch there for Hyper. Hit right in the post, right in front of him. He was trying to boom that save, but he misread it a little bit. Didn't see it was going to hit the post, and when it bounced out in front of him, Hyper had couldn't recover in time, and Hermod was already all the way over in the quarter. It was just a great pass by Michael.
And another shot here, almost scored for Mockhyy. It seems like the Fennec change was what he was looking for. He's going to try to keep the aggression going for the Penguins. Michael tries to keep it up and away from the Huskies, but HyperCoder gets a shot on. But Mockhyy is there for the save. He does get it around Hermod here. He's going to try to put a score on. He gets it around HyperCoder, but unfortunately it's way too far right. He's going to try to pass it back to Michael. He does get it around Hermod. HyperCoder scores on their own. The own goals. Back to hunt the Huskies. Miller Ball, what is going on with your boys?
Miller dropped himself for these, and now HyperCoder's channeling him inside of him. It's an unfortunate touch there. It was a very hard save to make. The ball was dropping down. Hermod was out of permission, and Hyper just panicked a little bit. I'd like to see them calm down on defense, because they play good defense, and they don't need to panic like that.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate panic there. Disaster for the Huskies, but HyperCoder trying to make up for it immediately. Try to cut the deficit here, 1-3 for the Huskies.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate touch here from Michael. He tried to turn around and touch it back, and it bounced off his rear and pushed it in front of the goal.
And now the Huskies have to make the comeback, down 2 goals. The Penguins try to put the aggression on immediately on the kickoff. Unfortunately, Hermod is there. Mockhyy puts it back into the Huskies side. HyperCoder is there for the to meet him. Gets the clear around Michael. HyperCoder gonna try to score. Mockhyy gets a touch here, but maybe not quite the touch he was looking for. And a Hermod makes the score. It is now a 1-goal game. Guys, the Huskies aren't quite dead yet.
And here, I've seen this 3 times. A team has the defender running straight back towards the goal, and they're right behind them. They put the shot right over top of them. It's a very hard save. They're not going to get a lot of power, and the teammate comes in and clears up the goal.
And now you got the Penguins on their heels, really, against the Huskies. The Huskies turning it around, and now the HyperCoder is going to try to handle this. He does give it right back to Michael. Awkward touch there, but Michael almost gets a score. Hermod is going to try to get this around Mockhyy. Mockhyy does beat him to this one. HyperCoder does have a weird touch here, and Michael gets a score for the Penguins, 4-2 now.
Yeah, just an unfortunate touch here. Hermod went up for it. He missed as well. You know, that was a weird position. Hermod thought the Hyper was going to get a better clear. He panicked a little bit, jumped up, and missed it. I think that if Hermod would just stay grounded right there, he might have had a better chance to make that save.
And now the Penguins try to keep the aggression up. They try to close out the series. The Huskies are going to try to have to make the comeback here. 2-4, two-goal deficit. Hermod is going to have to start doing a little bit more like he did in that last matchup. HyperCoder tries to keep it away. Mockhyy is going to try to dribble this off the wall to try to keep it away from HyperCoder. He does get the ball up, but Hermod is there for to receive him. And now HyperCoder back for the clear. He does get demoed by Michael, but Hermod is going to try to take a shot here. He misses on the aerial, but he goes right back at him. Then he gets the pass off. HyperCoder is there, but he's able to score on Mockhyy. Great save there by Mockhyy with the late reaction. HyperCoder, last man on defense, but he does get to it. HyperCoder does meet him, but he's unable to get this 50.
That was a good play there. Michael did bump Hermod there. It was an unfortunate touch from Mockhyy. He couldn't get it in goal, but it would have been a very nice play there. I can see what they're going for here. Penguins are playing very aggressively as a team, as you should be in 2v2s. There's only 2 defenders, and if you can take one of them out of it, your chances are a lot better.
That they are, and now we gotta hope the Huskies, they do gotta plan that shooting practice at Miller Bowl Promise. Maybe the Monday matchup was a little bit too soon for them. I don't know why he scheduled this early in the week, but now we gotta hope that the scoring can change for the Huskies if they want to stay alive in this one. The Penguins had just been showing way more scoring prowess than Mockhyy again, right on cue, showing how the Penguins can score in a hurry.
Yeah. Hermod pushes up in the corner. Hyper pushed too far into the front post. There was no one guarding that back post. When Hyper missed there, there's no defense there. They both pushed up. They need to communicate better, and Hyper needs to stay on that back line, and that goal doesn't happen.
And it's unfortunate there for the Huskies. They don't have a lot of time left. With the 3-goal deficit, they're going to have to score very quickly. HyperCoder is chasing Mockhyy here, but he's unable to get him, and then there's Michael there for the clear. HyperCoder just misses here. Hermod's going to try to handle the dribble here. Mockhyy is going to try to meet him. He does get it around Mockhyy. Can he finish this? No, he cannot. Michael is there. HyperCoder is going to try to get it right back, and HyperCoder scores. The Huskies, they still have some life left. 40 seconds left. Can they finish?
Listen, right here, I think the Huskies need to push. They need to make challenges they wouldn't usually make. They need to try to surprise the Penguins. You know, force them into bad positions where they have no boost. Make it so that way you can get easy goals in the middle with no one there, because they're playing very good defense right here. They're putting the Huskies are putting in very good shots, and the Penguins are there to get rid of them every single time here. I need to see more aggression for the Huskies if they want to win this game.
Right, they do, but let's see if the Penguins can keep it up the way they have been. They're going to have to try to keep it away from the Huskies. If they can do it for 20 seconds, this game and series is over. Mockhyy with the awkward touch there, but buying him steam time. Michael is going to have to get to this one. It might be on target. It was, and Michael is there for the save. Hermod is going to try to keep this up. One last chance here for the Huskies to try to get the score here. Hermod does go up for it, but he misses. Michael gets to clear, and the Penguins take the series here. They're going to try to get one last shot here, but the game is over. Penguins win the series 3-1.
This is what I like about this series here. I mean, they've won 3-1, but every game was close. This is good Rocket League here. The Huskies may have lost this battle, but I feel like they should feel good about this. They didn't get blown out. They took one game where they played very well. I feel like they should really focus on what they did in that one game. They were very aggressive. They put on a lot of pressure. They made a lot of excuse me, they took a lot of 50s in the opponent's half. They weren't letting them get big clears, and it was putting a lot of pressure on them. They weren't getting their boost stolen. They were stealing boost. They were just making it so they had easier shots. I think that the Huskies were taking a lot of good shots, but they weren't taking easier shots. They were just taking shots with a high degree of difficulty that, good solid backboard players can make saves easily. And then from that, they weren't getting any pressure after that touch, which was allowing the Penguins to immediately turn that into offense of their own. You see here, I mean, the shots were close, but the Penguins still had the shot lead here, 11-9.
That they did, and you see now the Penguins securing their spot on top of the Purple Conference to start. The Rams are gonna have to win this week to keep pace with them at 5-2. The Huskies now drop to 4-3. They get into a fight here for the wild card. There was a 3-team tie at the top of the wild card, but now the Monkeys and the Rams are sitting at the top. Now we got to see how the rest of this week's matchups go, but unfortunately, they're gonna get into a tussle here to try to get this wild card spot. What is there anything else you have to say about this matchup, Tubby?
I just feel like there's very good Rocket League play together, and I feel like the Penguins can come away from this feeling very solid. They were the undersalaried team here. They stole one from the Huskies here. The Huskies theoretically should have won this series. They should feel very good about this series. They used their C lineup and they beat a B lineup. That is not something you can take lightly here.
Absolutely, and it seems like we're not gonna get Michael or Mockhyy in for the interview. Unfortunate, we did want to hear from them, but so for that, on that note, we're gonna wrap this up here. Great matchup to start the week. Tune in this weekend for a lot of action from all three leagues. This has been me, Hawkish, and Tubby Boy signing off. You guys have a great night.